We have mapped 100% of Mars. We have mapped 100% of the Moon. We have photographed the surface of Pluto, 3 billion miles away. We have explored less than 20% of our own ocean. The other 80%? Complete darkness, crushing pressure, and things we have no name for. The deep ocean is not a mystery of the past. It is a mystery happening right now, beneath you. Wherever you are on this planet, the ocean floor is closer than you think, and what lives there is stranger than anything in space. CurioCrypt. Fact File 005. 80% of the ocean is unexplored. Let's go in. In 1997, NOAA detected an ultra-low-frequency sound using underwater microphones originally placed to monitor Soviet submarines during the Cold War. The sound lasted approximately 1 minute. It was detected simultaneously by sensors more than 5,000 kilometers apart. To be heard across 5,000 kilometers, the source would have to be the loudest underwater sound ever recorded. Louder than any known animal, louder than any known geological event. They called it the Bloop. Scientists eventually concluded, years later, that it was likely caused by a massive ice quake, a glacier fracturing under its own weight. But the original recording still exists, and when you slow it down and filter out the noise, it sounds biological, like something breathing. Below 1,000 meters, sunlight disappears entirely. The pressure is over 100 times that of the surface. The temperature approaches freezing. Nothing should live there. And yet, the giant squid, Architeuthis ducks, can reach 13 meters in length. For centuries, it was considered a myth, a sea monster from sailors' nightmares. We captured the first live footage of one in 2004. In 2012, for the first time, one was filmed in its natural deep ocean habitat. It was not a myth. It was just waiting to be found. The barrel-eye fish has a transparent head. Its eyes, bright green tubes, point upward through its skull. It looks like something from a nightmare. It is entirely real. The siphonophore, a colony organism that can reach 45 meters in length, is the longest creature ever recorded on Earth, longer than a blue whale. It is not one animal, it is thousands of tiny organisms fused together into a single hunting machine, and these are the ones we've found, in 20% of the ocean. Until 1977, scientists believed one thing with absolute certainty. All life on Earth depends on sunlight. Without photosynthesis, without the sun converting energy into food, life cannot exist. Then they sent a submarine to the Galapagos Rift, 2,500 meters below the surface. Complete darkness. No sunlight had ever reached there, and they found life. Thriving, complex, abundant ecosystems built entirely around hydrothermal vents. Cracks in the ocean floor releasing superheated water rich in hydrogen sulfide. Tube worms 2 meters long, blind shrimp, giant clams, bacteria that eat sulfur instead of sunlight, an entire food chain, an entire world running on chemistry instead of light. This discovery didn't just expand our understanding of life on Earth, it rewrote the definition of life itself. Because if life doesn't need sunlight, if it only needs chemistry and heat, then the oceans of Europa, Jupiter's moon, are no longer barren. They are possibilities. In 1995, the crew of the SS Lima were sailing through the Indian Ocean when the water around them began to glow. Not a little, not a shimmer. The entire ocean, as far as they could see in every direction, turned a steady pale blue-white for hours. They were sailing through a Milky Sea, a phenomenon described by sailors for centuries but never scientifically documented. In 2005, scientists using satellite imagery finally confirmed what sailors had been reporting for hundreds of years. A patch of bioluminescent bacteria, covering approximately 15,000 square kilometers, had gathered at the surface of the Indian Ocean. 15,000 square kilometers of glowing ocean, the size of Connecticut, lit from within by living organisms. We only confirmed it was real in 2005. It had been happening for centuries, possibly longer. The Mariana Trench is the deepest known point on Earth, located in the western Pacific Ocean. At its deepest point, called Challenger Deep, it reaches approximately 11,000 meters below sea level. If you placed Mount Everest at the bottom, its peak would still be more than 2 kilometers underwater. The pressure at Challenger Deep is over 1,000 times the pressure at sea level. It would crush most submarines instantly. Only 3 humans have ever descended to Challenger Deep. Compare that to 12 humans who have walked on the moon. We have visited the moon more than the deepest point of our own planet. And yet, life exists there too. Tiny crustaceans called amphipods, sea cucumbers, snailfish, organisms that should be impossible, existing in conditions that should be lethal. In 2019, plastic pollution was found at Challenger Deep, the most remote, inaccessible place on the planet. We hadn't explored it, but we had already contaminated it. The bloop was not the only unexplained sound captured by NOAA's underwater microphones. In 1999, they recorded a sound they named Julia. It lasted 15 seconds. It sounded to human ears like someone crying. No explanation was ever confirmed. In 1991, they recorded Slow Down, a sound that descends in frequency over 7 minutes, like something enormous gradually coming to rest. In 1997, they recorded Train, a continuous low rumble that moved across the Pacific at consistent speed. Like something traveling, each of these sounds was investigated. Each received a tentative geological explanation. None was ever definitively solved. The ocean produces sounds we have no category for, from depths we have never visited, made by sources we have never seen, and NOAA's hydrophones record new ones every year. The loudest sound ever recorded has no confirmed source. Creatures larger than blue whales drift through the dark. Entire ecosystems survive without sunlight. The ocean glows across 15,000 square kilometers. The deepest place on Earth has been visited 3 times, and it makes sounds we cannot explain. We call this planet Earth. We should have called it Ocean, because most of what this world is, we have never seen. Subscribe to CurioCrypt. Fact File 006 is coming. The deeper we go, the less we know.